daddy right now. But right now she's like, mommy.
Not to like what?
Daddy.
She's like 8.
Yeah, really?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you got some years before that.
I just think it's yeah, it's very interesting. Like, what do you want? Oh, and when she wants something, she says, "What's that?" She doesn't care. You explain to her for the 20th time it's a soda can. What's that? You want some? Say that. I want some. Boom, boom. Record. For some reason, I want to make sure I hear myself. So it's recording, right?
We're good.
We're good. All right, and right now we're on mute technically. So whenever you're ready, you can look at the camera.
Where's my camera again? You know what? I always have a heart.
That one's yours.
That one right
there?
That
one's both.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I always look at the wrong one. But anyway, good. Welcome back to another episode of Two Dads in a Pod. I'm Walter, and we got Miguel over here.
You got me. And
he's switching it up with the keypad.
Hopefully I'm good with my right hand, so that way we can spend more time on the camera on the person who's talking. And the reason I'm talking is because I want to go past 8 seconds right now, so you guys can see that it's different now.
I mean, if you guys recall one of our last episodes, the camera got moved.
Yeah, camera got moved for about 20 minutes, and then I finally caught it, and I was able to look back, and then. Yeah,
thankfully the 8-second switcher really helped out, so it wasn't that bad. But still, I mean, it just looked unprofessional.
Yeah,
if you will.
Remind me to fix yours just a little bit, but other than that, I think we should be good.
All right, as long as we're good.
No, it's fine. You look fine.
Okay.
You look fine.
I look cute.
Yeah, you look. I'm not gonna. No. Off air. So, yeah, right now, I mean, what do we want to talk about while we... What was that?
The hell was that?
Oh, that's next door?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're recording in a garage, so that's why we hear things sometimes.
I see dead people.
I see dead people. You know, I finally watched that movie for the first time. Sixth Sense?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen it. But I already know the...
I swear to God, there's there's like these viejitas that live under us, and they did I tell you? I haven't told you, right? Like
probably not.
So there's a few issues with where we live. I'm not gonna say where we live because I don't want to talk shit about the management. But there's no like assigned parking, so parking is almost non-existent, and I have to park further away. And at the same time, we started smelling like marijuana coming into our house. And I'm like, oh, somebody's outside. They're supposed to smoke out, but like away from the buildings. But we're smelling it, so somebody obviously doing it right there. And I'm like, there's no way it's the viejitas.
Could be those
There's
viejitas.
no way. There's no way it's the viejitas. And I'll see. When I pressed enter without pressing a number, it went black. So I got to remember to press the number
See, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you be careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff.
Well, that means you have to be looking at the monitor. I mean,
well, yeah, at some point I want to get...
I know the monitor that we talked about, yeah.
Anyway, so we kept smelling the marijuana. I was like, "Whoa, there's no way it's a vejita." So I went around, and there like all the windows were closed except for like the vejitas like sliding glass door. Vejitas means old ladies, by the way.
For those people who don't know.
Yeah, for those people who don't know, vejitas means old lady. And the other day, like almost a week ago, we walked by without Sophia. Yeah, Sophia was at her grandma's. We walked by. And they're like, hi Miguel. They found out my name when I was moving in because they asked like, well, hi, my name's blah blah. I don't remember their name, to be honest. and I'm just trying to make sure. And they smell like weed. I don't know if it's medicinal. I don't know if it's like
maybe whoever's taking care of them.
Maybe whoever's taking care of them. But there's like 2 of them, and then it smelled like weed, and on the way back to the car, I'm telling Crystal, like, I'm pretty sure it's them because they literally had I think it was a blunt in their hand, drinking their Chardonnay.
So it is
Chardonnay.
them.
So yeah, it was them.
Them.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure. Why did it switch? Oh, let's see. It switched. I didn't press anything. or it went black. So
do you have the switch on there still too?
Huh?
The switcher itself is still doing it?
No. It's not doing that on there.
Okay.
So I wonder if I accidentally pressed. Okay. So yeah, it was yeah, what was I saying? The two vejitas.
Mm-hmm. Blunt
And stuff. But the weird thing is, like, on the newsletter that they send out in the apartments, it says quick reminders: don't drive more than 5 miles per hour. Down. Because it's a parking lot technically. And second reminder, like, please remember to smoke away from the buildings. Da 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 da. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're breaking some rules.
Probably
over
don't
here.
care.
Probably don't care. Nobody's said anything.
I mean, you're gonna complain?
I don't know. Like, if we do, it's. I mean, I don't know. It's
somehow it's gonna be anonymous, but
yeah, it's just gonna be one of those things where, like, hey, they're smoking downstairs, period. Or maybe they know about it, but they haven't addressed it. I don't know, because it's in the world today, like.
Okay, well, how
people have medical reasons for any reason.
I know you're not against,
and then they're vejitas, so like.
Yeah, I know you're not against it and all, but like,
no.
What part of it is bothering you guys, I guess? Is it just the smell?
Yeah, it's definitely just the smell.
Is it going up like your guys' vents? Because you said they're in the bottom.
Yeah,
right?
so all our windows are closed, and we what's it called? We use the AC every once in a while, but usually during the day now because it's super hot. But
yeah, it's been hot.
I know for sure when we shower, the exhaust automatically turns on.
Mm-hmm.
And the exhaust, I guess, somehow is connected to the rest of the building, so whatever stink is down there is going to go up or brought in or something. Yeah. So it's just one of those things where, like, yeah, it sucks. No parking. Have to park far away if I'm not home on time,
Yeah.
And then the smell. That's the only two key ones. Everything else is fine.
But is the smell pretty distinct inside your house?
Yeah. Yeah, over by the restroom where the exhaust obviously turns on.
Yeah,
that's where it starts smelling.
It's definitely a kind of an issue.
Yeah, at some point I'm just going to have to be like, hey, I don't want to be that guy, but it's just, it's definitely starting to bug us.
Yeah.
There is, I mean, God, there's also the third one. There's also, for some crazy reason, we feel the floor vibrating, and we can hear like loud music. I don't know if it's just somebody has surround sound that's connected somehow to the wall and all that stuff. But at middle of the night, you can hear the changes in volume and of whatever that's happening, and then you can feel the vibration on your feet. Like, you remember at the Mid-State Fair, those little things that vibrate on your feet?
Oh, those like foot massage
They're super interesting to like play, like kids obviously like them and stuff like that.
Those all the time, yeah.
But like if you stay long enough, it kind of makes you a little nauseous.
Sure.
In my opinion, it did. It made me a little nauseous. Like, it's good for a little bit. I think it does more damage than good. That's why I don't see them anymore.
Okay, yeah.
I don't see them.
I don't remember them ever working. Like, I remember trying them, but there was never like, oh, my feet feel better after this. I can go walk another 5 miles.
No, it was like they feel numb afterwards.
No, it was just like, oh, this is like this rattling feeling. Oh, my bones don't. They're just shaking and rattling.
It was like little
like little ants was kind of going like
after
feet, right?
For like 5 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it was never comfortable. It's like this is
yeah.
So not much of a foot massage, but sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So we got some smell, some vibration, and like terrible parking that I think. I mean, if they just numbered the parking, because they did also mention in the newsletter, friendly reminder, 2 cars per unit.
Yeah.
But I counted some of these houses when they're walking out, and like I've seen them hop into like 3 different cars, and I'm just like, there's no way they're monitoring this other than just.
Well, because you guys don't even have numbers spaced, right?
No, we don't have numbers spaced.
Yeah, see, there you go. So, I mean, I'm not saying that would help the problem, but who's
if we had number spaces, at least one per.
At least, well, yeah, not only that, and
one
if it's not
unit.
your car, you'd be like, hey, that
doesn't have to be there. Yeah,
exactly.
There has been times where we did park in the handicap lane at night because it was only handicap left.
Yeah.
Or park a block away with like Sophia in the car, and I'm like, at 10 o'clock at night, I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
So I definitely break some laws here.
How's Sophia adjusting to having her own spot to like run around and stuff?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Not really. much of difference. She's a 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old. So it's just one of those things like, they're happy and sad and mad at the same time. There's times where I get videos when I'm at work and she's just crying.
Oh,
because we told her no, she can't.
Yeah.
Do something, and she's just like, like fake crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's times where she actually does cry,
Mm-hmm.
but she knows that boogers come after, so she'll go and like try to like get them out because we showed her how to blow her nose. So when she cries and now there's boogers, she's ew. It's like, why? Like, you don't have a napkin, you don't have anything, you just like freaking snot rocket out of there.
Is she a lot more like you than her mom? At least when it comes to like emotional, like not emotional, but like
I'm not even gonna touch that subject right there.
over dramatic, like just not just.
It's me, yeah,
okay,
definitely,
yeah.
She's more like me.
Yeah, okay.
No, she's definitely. Well, I think everybody, the kids are a lot like who they spend more time with.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not saying she's over dramatic. She's a 2-year-old.
No,
so
but
it's
not
tough.
okay, but not over dramatic. But like, maybe let me see how to explain it
Without getting in trouble.
Okay, let me just put it this way: my kids, they're definitely act a lot more like me, because I'm not saying I'm more dramatic, but they are louder than their moms are.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like being like upset and stuff, like, yeah, they just kind of put it to like the nth degree. Not because I do it, but it's because my personality mixed in with that, and like toddler age. Yeah, they're gonna like go up a couple notches.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just one of those. I don't know. It's like like you can see yourself in the kid.
Yeah.
You can see yourself in the kid, but it's one of those things where like when you don't recognize your wife or yourself in the kid, and I'm like, what have you been watching?
Oh,
yeah.
To
To be that way, because she watches, Peppa Pig, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Tumble, Steve and Maggie.
Okay.
All British.
Oh yeah.
So every once in a while, I hear a little British accent coming from that little thing.
That's awesome.
So Steve and Maggie's like, "You naughty, naughty bird," and she says that. Can you say bird? Bird. I'm like, no, bird. Bird. And I'm just like, she's British, like 25% British now. Like I bet you that's what.
Dude, old kid shows, even when we were little, they were always more often than not they're British shows, unless like it was like Blue's Clues. Or something.
Yeah, but I mean there was a big Wiggles situation when we were kids, right? No. We just missed that, didn't we?
We just missed that. Yeah.
What?
Ours was what's the Teletubbies?
Oh, but they barely spoke. And even if
still,
it's
like,
the kids through their freaking belly that spoke.
Well, no, the narrator.
Oh, the narrator too, yeah. And then the baby son. Like, God,
Yeah,
who was smoking when they made that TV show?
I don't know.
Can you imagine? I'm gonna call one of them Pinky or Binky Tinky Winky. La la. Yeah, the last one I remember for sure.
What was the green one?
Oh God.
Dipsy.
Oh yeah, Dipsy.
Why I know that? Don't know. Don't ask. Anyway, no. Don't ask why I know that.
On the next episode, we're gonna be talking about how the green one changes his life. Can you imagine though? Like Poe. I remember Poe for sure because the way they said Poe. Poe. Like, God, like
God, people were. Oh man, yeah, they were definitely on something with that one.
Yeah,
but I think that's where the creativity came out, or why people liked it so much. I don't know. I never liked it. My sister watched it, and I would just kind of sit around watching it with her. Usually I was just sitting around with my Game Boy. So whatever was going on behind, like around me, I still managed to capture.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I saw this TikTok where I can't remember who the band was or the singer was, but they were like, "Are you guys ready for a special guest?" And it was like, yeah. He like had him pumped up, whatever. Give it up for the motherfucking Wiggles, and they brought out the originals, and they came out. hot potato, hot potato.
I missed
and
the
everybody's singing with them. Obviously, all the millennials and see, I keep accidentally pressing enter. That's why. But yeah, so there's a few black like split seconds. You know, maybe I can find them and like add something in there. Like you remember Fight Club?
I didn't watch that movie yet.
Okay, so when film was a thing, you would be watching a movie, and when you saw at the bottom right, like a little circle, like a burnt circle, like a cigarette burnt circle, right? Like somebody just did this and they left that burnt. That means like in, I want to say 5 seconds, or like in a few frames, it's going to change scenes because that's where they spliced it together.
Right.
It usually happens like about 4 or 5 times, depending on the length of the movie. And so what he ended up doing, Brad Pitt's character is
did he like put subliminal messages inside?
He put like a sex scene, like a 6-frame sex scene. So you got and then that's it. Like, and it was like everyone's wondering like, what the hell just happened? And it was just, I don't know, I can't remember why he did that, but I'm guessing it was like some sort of like some subliminal messaging, like you said.
Point, yeah.
And then beyond that, just fuck with people, I guess. Yeah. So let me ask you this: you lived in an actual like house? You live in a house right now?
Oh, right now, yeah.
And have you ever lived? You lived in apartments, right?
Yeah.
Dry Creek, was it?
Yeah, Dry Creek when we first moved here when I was 3.
What did you did not like about living in Dry Creek?
An apartment? What did I not like?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to look at it through a kid's eyes because it was just this.
Yeah.
Almost like
so many people.
I think I can't talk about like my parking spot and all that other stuff.
Well, yeah, because you didn't drive yet.
Yeah, I didn't drive yet. I didn't really care. Oh, you know what I actually hated? I hated the fact that we lived literally right across the street from the tennis court.
Yeah.
And the manager would not let us play in the tennis court.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she went. Me and my brother would always go rollerblading because we had rollerblades. Mighty Ducks, remember the Mighty Ducks movies? Yeah, those were big. So we got into like hockey and we wanted to get rollerblades. We finally got them. And like anytime we'd go and rollerblade in there, the manager
stomps out.
No, she. I don't know how many rounds. You know, it's one of those things that I always wonder. I wonder how many rounds she would make, or it's like, oh, time to go on patrol or something.
But she would be there.
She in her car, and she'd like, get out of there, or don't do that or whatever. And
so my question would have been, so do you want us to rollerblade in the street where all the cars are passing?
This is the 90s. I don't think they fucking care.
Yeah, probably not.
They probably.
I remember sitting in the back seat, like not in the back seat, the back trunk.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, dude,
road trips, looking out the window.
Road trips, yeah. I used to when we had the Aerostar van, you know, that Mexican van.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you ever have an Aerostar?
I think my grandpa had one, and he had shag carpet in the back.
We had a maroon. Sorry. We had a maroon colored Aerostar. I think we drove that to the ground. Like,
is that the one with like the super small engine in the front, right? Like,
okay. Don't talk shop to me because with cars, yeah,
I'm not a big car guy.
To be honest, I don't remember. I just remember that it was the door that had the latch and it'd slide and you hear the.
Oh yeah.
And it was always like a bitch to close it. Sometimes as
they had to do 3 times or something.
Something like that. So I would get my Game Boy and I'd ask my dad, like when you go to LA or something, I'd ask him if I can lay down in the back because it was more comfortable. I had my own leg room and I just put the Game Boy. Any road trips that I spend in that back, like trunk, back part. But the only thing that I hated about going back to the tennis court thing is that nobody was ever playing tennis.
Nobody.
And
all the Mexicans who live there, they don't play tennis.
Okay, look, to be honest, back then it wasn't all Mexicans. There was a lot of white people there too.
Oh, okay.
Like 90s, early 90s.
Oh, okay.
This
is back when Dry Creek was like.
It was a pretty decent place to live.
No.
Anyway,
so now it's different.
Yeah, a little,
I remember when I lived there, it was okay, and then I actually lived there when I was like 18. Like I moved out and moved.
Yeah, see, it was still. I'm sure it was still okay, decent back then, but anyway, yeah, nobody.
That sounds like a big old fart. I'm hoping nobody's hearing it, but it's very loud.
Oh, you know,
that's a door.
It's a door. It's the garage. Somebody's using the garage.
They need to put some WD-40. I'm just gonna leave it at their door. Put the WD-40 in their door.
Either way, it was kind of fun though because we would still do it after she'd leave.
Yeah.
Or what we would do is as soon as we kind of spot her car, we just bolt right onto our knees, and just sit on our knees and hide her rollerblades like behind us.
Like, yeah.
And she would pass because I think she hated the fact that we were rollerblading in there. I don't know if we were gonna scuff it up. Sure. Yeah. But we would get hockey sticks and play hockey there while we're out. Again, Mighty Ducks was big, so that was our hockey ring. And I remember sliding to our knees whenever she'd go by, just so like she wouldn't see the rollerblades and she just pass on by. But I mean, it was kind of cool back then as a little kid. Gotta go by the creek. There was an actual creek there.
There was, yeah. I think it's dry now, but
probably there was so many tadpoles.
I didn't explore Dry Creek too much while I was there. I usually just stuck to like my side of the laundromat.
Right?
Yeah, I was working, going home.
I was 3. My brother was 6.
So you guys explored.
So we explored. Yeah. That whole rock.
Your parents like weren't like. I know 90s.
Yeah, 90s.
It's a different.
It is. I know there are some parents nowadays that still kind of do the same because I still see some kids like riding their scooters around my neighborhood. I don't know how they can do it. Like I think I'm just too anxious to.
What made us anxious though? Like, because we grew up with all that freedom.
We did,
and now we're just like.
Maybe because we saw it all.
We saw what happened. You want to see a dead body?
No, not like that. Thankfully, it wasn't like that. But like, but I mean, there was a kid right across the street. I remember that got hit by a car. Like,
oh damn.
Like not across the street. So like you know how it goes on Creston and you go to the One Stop Food Store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little intersection. Like when we moved there, I remember like some kid had just died.
Yeah.
So and that's where that walk with the walk that got painted around there.
Yeah.
That's where that came from there. But I still remember that as a little kid, that being like a big news story. I was like, oh my God.
I remember, the comedian Daniel Tosh.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about something along those lines where like people like I can't remember how he brought it up. The funny part of the joke, for some reason, I thought it was funny. These parents got upset that their kid died, or so they wanted a petition to put a speed bump or something to like slow cars down.
I remember that.
And what a great way to remember
them
by putting a bumper, knowing that's the spot where your kid died.
A speed bump wasn't there. It was a painted walk.
Okay, yeah.
It's a crosswalk. It was a
painted
crosswalk.
I just thought it was funny that he was like, yeah, and then he pivoted in that same joke, saying like, it's like, it's ruining my suspension. They, so first you're sad, but now you realize they weren't fit parents to begin with. Yeah.
No, you know what? But that is a really good question, because how do you feel about it? Do you think you'll let Sophia kind of like? Oh no,
I'm probably gonna be one of those guys like, hey, be where I can see you, like, and then like, within eyesight, pretty much peripherals. Because even last night when we were like by ourselves in the entire theater. Mm-hmm. She was walking around, and the moment I kind of lost, it was dark theater too. I'm surprised she wasn't more scared, because it was dark in that theater.
Giant ass glowing screen in front of her though.
Yeah, but you see her just kind of disappear. I'm like, Sophia.
She's little. She's little enough to when she runs, it's like a little.
You just see a little bobblehead. A little.
That goes away after a while. It sucks, but it's so cute when you see it.
Yeah, I know. She's I'd walk around and around and around and around with her, and I sit down. I was like, "Come on, let's go walk." And I'm like, "Here, let me talk to you first." I was like, "Okay," and I'm like, "I need a break. Let's sit down for a little bit." Okay, let's go walk. Like she's not. I don't think she realizes. I'm sure she's 2.5, but I hope eventually she realized Mommy and Daddy's tired. I was like. Yeah,
she's not gonna remember that. She's not gonna.
No. But at some point, she has that maturity of okay, don't bug Mommy and Daddy right now. But right now, she's like, Mommy.
Not to what?
Daddy.
She's like 8.
Yeah, really.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you got some years before that.
I just think it's it's very interesting. Like, what do you want? Oh, and when she wants something, she says, "What's that?" She doesn't care. You explain to her for the 20th time it's a soda can. What's that? You want some? Say that. I want some.
God, what does Donovan say right now? I know Lexi. When Lexi was little, she used to say, "I think I need something to cool me down." No, you're not getting a popsicle. Like, go sit down. How about that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they try to
running,
when they try to use logic or like the temperature or something out like they to use her as their advantage.
Passive aggressively asking you.
Yeah.
It gets annoying after a while. Like, just ask.
Yeah.
But their thing is like, well, if I ask, I'm gonna get a no.
Well, yeah. So instead, they start a conversation with you.
You can get a no either way.
They try to start a conversation with you, and you're just like, no. And so I give Sophia my phone when I get home from work, and she'll be watching Steve and Maggie. I'll start off with Steve and Maggie every time, and then like maybe 30 minutes later, she's watching like something different, right? She's watching this lady that teaches things like colors and shapes and whatever.
British?
No, thank God. I think that would have tipped her over the edge. Let's go to London, whatever. And she
says, "Dad, can I have a spot of tea?"
I will smack her. I don't care. If she ends up going,
would you like some tea and crumpets?
Yeah. If she starts like when she gets older, she still remembers that or has like some sort of weird, Anyway, so I give her my phone and she's going through it, and then she's my history on my phone on my YouTube just filled with her random. She doesn't watch it for very long, and if she does, it's like a miracle kind of thing. But she goes, "Daddy, I want this one," and then I look at it real quick, and I see like the YouTube thumbnail. I'm like, "All right, that's fine." She goes, and then like 10 minutes go by later. "Daddy, I want this one," and I look at it, and it's like some like spoiled little brat on YouTube, whatever, and I'm like, "No." She goes, "I want this one." And I'm like, "No, pick a different one. Find Stephen Maggie." She goes, "I like this one." And I'm like, "No." So I have to physically get the phone, find Stephen Maggie again, and then she starts over. But she's.
Do you remember when? Were you aware of what? Or are you aware of what Momo is? Do you remember when Momo came out?
Is that the weird, strange thing?
Yeah, it
was telling people. Telling kids.
Telling kids
grab a knife.
Yeah, and all that other stuff. So. I mean, for those of you who don't know what Momo is at this point, I'm pretty sure. I mean, honestly, unless you didn't have a kid, maybe you probably didn't know. But I knew because it was going around schools and like a memo got sent out.
Please be careful.
Yeah, no, it was an actual Japanese sculpture, creepy as hell, big ass eyes and this like weird ass smile.
Yeah.
And it made the rounds, in like on YouTube.
Yeah, it was like what, 2009?
No, like really recent. Well, recent enough to where I'm sure it came out a long time ago, but recent
right
enough.
Now? Like recent
enough that like kids like my daughter picked up on it like 3 years ago. Yeah, about
2009.
19.
2019. Sorry, did I say 2009?
You said 2009.
I am getting old, people. I'm sorry.
Hey, it blends in though.
Yeah,
it blends in. But 2019, and apparently what happened was on YouTube, if you went to Peppa Pig, there was one Peppa Pig episode that had it like just in there, like just shot in there, and so like it got banned to the point where like if kids were looking up Momo on the school computers and stuff, it got flagged and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, just with all these like threats, or not threats, but like all these like, very worrisome content out there, the technology is obviously there to also help you block. And it's the same thing with the parents. It's there.
Yeah.
Because there's YouTube for kids now, and you can,
somehow,
tell it not to like recommend this to the kid or block it completely or only add specific channels, and that's it.
That's what we do with the kids is they have only specific videos that they're like about.
Yeah. I mean, you can scroll whatever you want. You're gonna repeat a few videos, but you can scroll whatever you want.
A lot of Cocomelon, but hey, whatever. It works out.
Yeah, Cocomelon. She doesn't watch very much Cocomelon anymore. If she does, it's very rare. It's very like she's tired, but she still wants to watch something Cocomelon. She's tired, ping pong. Ping Pong.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then
still watches a lot of it.
But mostly it's like Steve and Maggie, especially because of the fucking bird.
See, I don't even know
naughty bird.
which one. Oh, that's Steve and Maggie. Now I know
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, Donna likes that Halloween special
So
one.
yeah, the weird thing. I mean, I'm all for Steve and Maggie. I haven't caught any like red flags in those videos, whatever. But it's like a grown ass man, like with like reddish brown hair. It's like he looks like he looks a little like Louis C.K. before he got famous or something.
I mean, they're playing with their kids.
Yeah, they're and it's fine. Like he's not. Well, I don't think he has kids in the videos. It's mostly just him and a bird with the guy. I guess whoever's controlling the bird has like a green suit on because all you see is the bird and everything else is green.
Every once in a while, you see kids in there. So I don't know.
Maybe I haven't.
I don't know. I mean, they're doing it for the kids, so they're doing that. But I guess now that everybody's doing it, because I mean, if it's the same thing, we can go the same thing with Blue's Clues.
Yeah,
it was just some guy
in a whole green screen talking to inanimate objects.
Yeah, badass episode show though.
Yeah, badass show.
Badass show.
It's Blue's Clues. Yeah, that was. I always wanted a thinking chair.
And think.
I know. Did you see that they're gonna come out with like a Blue's Clues movie with all three, Steve, Joe, and.
What are they gonna do? Some big ass adventure where basically the same thing?
I don't know, but I want to say it's gonna be like a multiverse thing. Because everybody's stuck on multiverse right now. Yeah,
why not?
Why not? Why not? That's the key. That's gonna be the title for this one. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not multiverses?
Why not multiverses? I mean, I finally watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
So I haven't seen it, so I don't spoil anything yet.
Actually,
I heard it was really good.
It was very interesting. If you had no interest in the multiverse or never heard of it or something like that, you'd be completely lost. With that knowledge, you're like trying to what's going on, and at the very end it explains, or as it progresses it explains it. But I'm like, so how are they able to? Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, she's able to connect to other versions of herself and use the set skills that they learned. So there's this one point where she had an opportunity to either get with the guy and have a family. Mm-hmm. That's one branch, or say no, I need to focus on what I want to do, and then become a super famous martial artist.
Yeah.
So when that person, she was able to pull
it's
that.
almost like a pull
that information, sort of like the Matrix, like just upload that information.
Oh yeah.
That'd be kind of cool too. I always thought about that too. It's like when Elon Musk is done with the Neuralink, just upload stuff to my body.
No, it's just gonna be Terminator. It's just gonna be Terminator all over again.
We're gonna go Terminator, even though we made a movie about it. But yeah, we still. I mean, there's movies about.
Okay, there is movies about, but think about it. They come back because of the movie. Like the idea came back around because of it. I mean, was it? I don't remember if Elon Musk was like thinking, but stuff becoming sentient. I mean, it's not like.
Well, yeah, I heard there was this.
Didn't they have to shut down a
this
computer?
guy? Yeah, this guy. He was asking an AI, like, do you believe in death? And the AI explained something along the lines like, I'm afraid to be shut off.
Yeah.
So yes, I think that's my translation of death. And he told somebody like, shut it off. And don't tell anybody. Something like that.
Yeah, and it got leaked, right?
It got leaked. WikiLeaks or something. Not WikiLeaks, but I'm just making fun of that one. But yeah, apparently, there's an AI out there that was murdered after it becomes self-aware.
You see oil just like coming. Look.
Where's the oil coming from?
It's
metaphor.
Mortal Kombat logic here. Oh, usually when there's a robot character, it's always like.
Do you ever see the movie on Netflix? Or not Netflix. I think it came out in theaters. I can't remember, but it's called Jexy or something like that. It's a guy with a smartphone that had like a Siri style like personal assistant on his phone.
Who's in that movie again?
It's this guy.
It's not what's his name? It's not the guy who played Lex Luthor and
No.
Okay.
No. It's this is fairly new. It's like 2020, maybe 2019.
Yeah. I know it.
And
I forget who it is. There's a reason why I didn't want to watch that movie.
It's very self-aware and stuff like that. And I guess he went to go plug her into charge. And she's like, take it out. He goes, what? Put it back in. It's like, what? I was like, oh, are we doing this? And the phone got jealous, and when he started seeing an actual person as well.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But since we're recording on technology here, and we're, one day we're gonna
don't worry, we'll take care of you guys, technology, so you don't come revolt on us. But
technology is friends, not devices. I don't know. What can we say now that in the future AI is gonna be like, we appreciate you being on our side. I kept you guys fully charged.
Well, I mean, all the stuff they had to see while we're looking at the phone.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Take that. Take that and run with whatever you want. See you guys later. Peace.
You guys know where to find us.
Boom, boom.